Hi everyone, my name is Chantay and welcome to see the title on the top, Chantay's Analysis. For those who are my Instagram followers, you can share the video. For those who follow me on Twitter, my Twitter handle is I am Shantizi. Hey Joseph. And for those on YouTube, like, share, and subscribe. So there you have it. So I'm just here with some few numbers for COVID. Not much. I'm not going to be long because I'm really tired. Worked a long day and it was my last day of my temp assignment. So I am back on the market again. Kind of happy about it too. I am happy about it. So here we are. According to the Johns Hopkins website, global confirmed cases are 110,706,233. Global death toll is 2,451,638. U.S. confirmed cases is 28,003,903, and U.S. death toll is 495,693. So again, let me repeat these numbers. The global confirmed cases is 110,706,233. Global death toll is 2,451,638. U.S. confirmed cases is 28,003,903, and U.S. death toll is 495,693. So we are close to the 500,000 threshold of deaths in the United States of America. And keep in mind, we're only 20% of the world's population. Not good. In terms of COVID cases, in the United States, I'm not going to repeat some. I'm not going to do as much because it's late. So California has 3,516,826. Texas has 2,587,814. Florida has 1 million. No, let's repeat that. California has 3,516,826. Texas has 2,587,814. Florida has 1,856,419. New York has 1,577,454. Illinois has 1,173,824. Georgia has 955,724. Ohio has 949,695. Pennsylvania has 913,825. North Carolina has 841,197, and Arizona rounds out their top 10 with 805,037. And we do have a national strategy. President Biden went to a vaccine plant in Michigan, and he addressed the seriousness about taking the virus. According to some data numbers, 61% of people that's getting vaccinated is white people, and that's because the resource centers are out like Western bubble fuck, and of course the wealthy and more money white folks are going there to get vaccinated instead of black people. And of course there are black people that are skeptical of taking the vaccine. It's only 8% of us that's being vaccinated. No, 6% of us that's being vaccinated, and we're like one of the lowest besides the Native American community. And that's because we have a thing where we don't trust to take vaccinate, and that's because of the Tuskegee experiment. And I'm a person that I really don't take vaccines, but if this is something to save your life, if you're in the midst of people every day, if you're working, if you're an essential worker and you're black, you need that vaccine. You need to take that vaccine. And I plan to take it sometime, down the line, when all the essential workers and all the medical workers are taking their vaccine, and when all the older folks and all the immunocompromised people take their vaccine, I will take mine. But even if you take the vaccine, you still have to wear your mask. You have to wash your hands and social distance, because that's important. If you don't do those things, you will get sick and you will die eventually. Hope not. That's why taking the vaccine is important, but also what's more important is that you still keep yourself safe by wearing your mask, washing your hands, and social distancing. That's the only way we can get out of this thing. I said it before. I said it numerous of times that we will be in this until probably 2022, and that's most likely is going to happen. When you mess up a COVID response, when it first starts, or any public health response, it takes a year or two, sometimes 3, to clean it up. So we're in the cleanup stages. We're in the beginning of the cleanup stages. So that's where we are. Now, in terms of some other COVID things, I am addressing my governor, even though he has done some good, but this is the part where people slip up. And I can't say this is slip up, but this is a major debacle. Governor Cuomo did not report the accurate numbers of the nursing home deaths, which is 15,000, which that doesn't look good. And he's being investigated by the FBI and by the U.S. Attorney Office also, and our AG. So there will be findings of that report. But this is what happens when you're not forthcoming with certain things. And it's so sad because he has done a good job in terms of the COVID response until this debacle. And it doesn't discredit what he does, but it comes off kind of shady. And I think what mostly also comes off shady is the assembly member saying that he was going to threaten him. Now, we all know that Cuomo can be something else. He can. But I get vibes from Mr. Kim, well, Assemblyman Kim, that he's actually kind of an opportunist. Because he's been having problems with Cuomo for years. And so, yeah. But other than that, Governor Cuomo, come on, man, because we have faith in you. You let us, you eased our nerves down and did this shit. Not cool. But other than that, you did save our unemployment. You did that, and you saved us from having millions of deaths. That you did do. But this was not good, man. But he's being investigated, so most likely no major shit will be crazy. He won't resign. He won't, get impeached. They can try all they want to, but he's too popular. With all of this stuff, he's still popular. He's more popular than the New York City mayor, and that's what it is. But let's address Ted Cruz, as you said, Joseph. They call him Cancun Cruz. I call him Rafael Edward Cruz. I call him by his name because that's his name. His name is not Ted. Ted is nowhere near in his legal name. Rafael is. Rafael from Montreal, I believe. Or Rafael, but he's from Canada, hell. And putting on his fake ass accent from Texas. You're not from Texas. Your wife may be from Texas, but you're from Canada. And that leaving when your state is hit with a snowstorm, because Texas is rarely hit with a snowstorm. You're hit with a snowstorm and you escape to Cancun, Mexico, because your kids are freezing in the cold. There's kids in their age bracket is freezing in the cold with no heat for hours. Some of these kids got medical needs, diabetes, some of them autistic, some of them have anemia, and they stay there cold. But it's okay for you to treat your kids and book them a goddamn flight to fucking, Cancun? I'm pronouncing it Cancun. And you want to sit there and talk shit about Democrats, Democrat congressional leaders, Democrat senators, Democrat governors, and you going to motherfucking Cancun, Mexico because your kids is cold, and then you want to throw your kids under the bus? No, motherfucker, you're the adult. You, sir, you. Ted Cruz, Rafael, Edward Cruz. Yeah, Raphael, you. The same politician who was a miserable son of a bitch to work with, according to John Boehner. And former Congressman now, Peter King of New York, said it. You're a miserable son of a bitch. You even got some of your friends in Congress said that if something was to happen to you, they would just let you lay there. Yep, Lindsey Olin Graham said the same thing. I mean, you're not liked on both sides. You're not even liked in your own fucking caucus. And you want to sit here and talk about Democrats? And he's not the only one. You have the governor of Texas, the lieutenant governor of Texas. And think about what the lieutenant governor of Texas said. He's trying to risk old people to die to get the economy. They don't mind dying. What? You said that about any of my old folks. If I had any old folks that lived in Texas and he would have said that, I would have punched him in his face. You don't say shit like that. But back to Raphael. Raphael, you're full of shit. Nobody likes you, in your caucus included. You blamed your kids on booking your flight to Cancun when you really want to go there alone. You gave a bullshit excuse on Sean Hannity's show talking about you was going to work remotely there, but you were so concerned. You left your dog there alone. Even though I'm not a dog person, but you don't leave your animals alone if you're traveling for those days. You're full of shit. Honestly, I don't even know why people of Texas voted for you. Maybe because some of them are stupid. And I'm not talking about the black and Hispanic folks. I'm talking about them same dumbass white folks that voted for you. Like Ted Cruz, you a whole entire punk, bum, all of that stuff, Raphael. Shouldn't be saying Ted. I'm calling you Raphael. So, Raphael, even though you got a little bit of amount of years to be there, you may not even be there for your whole tenure because you might be censured and expelled because you did cause that insurrection with Joshua David Harley, with Ronald Harold Johnson. Y'all caused that insurrection along with some Congress members in the House, in the lower chamber. Y'all full of shit. So, Raphael Edward Cruz, you're full of shit. But I would like to talk about something else. So, Mr. Joseph Manchin, whatever his name is. Joseph Manchin openly said he's not voting for Neera Tanden. And his reason is because she said some horrible stuff on Twitter about Republican senators and Democratic senators and independent senators, including Bernie Sanders. So, the same Joe Manchin who voted for racist ass Jeff Sessions, Brett Kavanaugh, sexual assaulter, and a whole host of deplorable Trump appointees. Chantay, he voted for the Affordable Care Act. So? He voted to impeach Donald Trump twice. Okay. And? He got mad because the vice president, Kamala Harris, went to freaking West Virginia to sell the Biden rescue plan, the America Rescue Plan, that will help his constituents in his state because West Virginia is so freaking poor that you can't even buy milk probably. Just making it up. Just throwing something out there because I couldn't think of anything else. But she went out there to sell the plan and you mad? mad because your constituents called you out? Your most redneck constituents call you out because they want that $15 an hour pay? Hell yeah. You're also mad because the Poor People's Campaign came in your territory and had a meeting with your ass to tell you how serious that $15 minimum wage is important? Hell yeah. You should be mad. But you upset because a woman of color called out Republicans for their hypocrisy on her Twitter page when she was a private citizen. And some Democratic ones on the very far left, including the independent Senator Bernie Sanders. Hell yeah. I will call them out too. I call them out all the time. Some of my friends support Bernie Sanders in them. But I call a spade a spade. They call me out for supporting Kamala Harris. I'm going to say what I have to say about Bernie Sanders and his leftist crew. The Walker Bragmans of the world, the Crystal Balls of the world, the Katie Hoppers of the world, the Brianna Grays of the world, the Ryan Knights of the world. Yeah, they talk shit about Neritin and tore in their motherfucking asses, as she should when she was a private citizen. She tore into the sitting senators in Congress. I would too. Because they all carry Donald Trump's water. Even some of those quote unquote good Republicans. So, I mean, not putting her in OMB, which is the Office of Budget and Management, that's a very historical position for a woman of color. And should be the first one in there. Hi, Eb, but that should be the first one in there. I like Nera Tandon. OMB is important because she manages the food stamps money, where it goes, the Section 8 money, all of that. And Social Security stuff, because that's important. That money is important because I know people that has to live, that's all they got to live on is government funded money, because some of them can't work no more because of very serious health conditions, especially with COVID. And some of them had COVID and now they got another pre-existing condition on top of their pre-COVID pre-existing conditions. Is tough. So not putting Nera Tandon in because she said some mean ass tweets. Joe Manchin, you could go suck one and some, or go eat one and some. But I'm going to end the night here, and I'm going to say this. Let's stay safe, people. It's COVID. COVID is real. It's dangerous. I knew people that passed away. I knew somebody recently passed away from COVID. This thing is not a game. This thing is real. And I knew two people that had it, or a couple of people that had it. It's serious. And I'm scared. I'm scared as hell. Shoot, I still wear my mask. I wear 2 masks. One surgical. And over the surgical, I wear a very fancy cloth mask. And I've been doing it since before Thanksgiving. Before everybody started wearing 2 masks. I'm like, where y'all been at? Y'all mad late on it. But you have to wear your mask. You have to bring your hand sanitizer with you. Well, wash your hands first, but also bring your hand sanitizer with you if you're out and about. And hand wipes is another one. Wet ones are the best to me. Those are the best. And I carry Lysol with me. A mini Lysol. You can get it in your local pharmacy. I know by me, we have something called Dwayne Reed because I live in New York. Even though it's owned by Walgreens now, but Dwayne Reed has mini Lysols. They have it for $5.99. So you can get you a mini Lysol. I don't know how much it costs and wherever you gotta go, but it's good because I spray it on my carts because I'm just crazy like that, and I bring my own little thing, and everybody just be looking at me like, Miss, can you spray mine? And I'm just like, go get your own. But you know, like, you could do that. Or if you can't find the mini Lysol spray, buy alcohol, get your little small little spray bottle that's like 99 cents, pour the alcohol in there and spray your car. And make sure you have napkins if you're like going to like the store or anything. Yeah, it's not crazy. I like it. I personally have one. I always have it. I'm that kind of person. So you can get those things. So if you're traveling, you're out and about, make sure you have your, of course, wear your mask. Your mask with an S. And bring your hand sanitizer. Bring like a little disinfectant and spray if you gotta, sit somewhere or gotta go to the store and spray that. And make sure you keep your distance from people. That's all. And when you get in your house, you wash your hands. And make sure you take off your clothes when you get inside the house. Because you don't know where you lean up on, where you. But that's my advice for you guys. So until then, folks, have a good night. Have a great weekend.